Hi, I decided to film another video. This video would be about postpartum, and for those of you who don't know, postpartum is the period of time in which your body recuperates after labor. I'm nervous for this one. So I think that a lot of what postpartum is has to do with the mind too, because a lot of people just talk about how they got over the physical part, which, in my opinion, the physical part is nothing compared to all the stuff that's going on in your head before and after. I think that a lot of people either are shy to talk about it, or think that maybe in their case it's nothing compared to what other people went through, and it's not. That's just not how it is, because no matter how small you think your problem is, it's your problem, and for you that problem is huge, right? And I'm not going to be talking about postpartum depression because I didn't go through it. So if any of you went through that, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you got through it. But what I will be talking about is those little thoughts that you get that make it a bit more difficult to get through the day. Thoughts that maybe make you think that you're not a good mother, or that maybe you're not getting through it as well as you could. And I'm here to say to you that yes, you are a good mother because your child is alive and well. You know, they're taken care of, they're happy, they're smiling, and you know, maybe they're not smiling right now, maybe they haven't smiled today, but tomorrow they'll smile. I'm gonna first talk about the physical stuff that I went through, and then I'm going to talk about this one up here. So I remember that my stitches healed quite quickly, as I said before. When I left the hospital, they told me everything was fine. The bleeding part of it, because there is a bleeding part, in case some people out there might not know, in my case it lasted around 7 weeks, which is okay-ish, you know. It's not that bad, it's just, it's a bit more in the beginning, and then it just goes to where it's just kind of like staining, so it's fine. Well, I guess the thing that I'm still going through is the fact that I gained a lot of weight, and that's 20 kilos, I said before, but I managed to lose a little bit, just so I could, you know, feel good about myself. I'll get into that a little bit more in detail. So because I tore quite a lot, and because I had stitches, there was a lot of pain, and then, you know, obviously when I would pee it would be a bit difficult, but the other thing is I don't even know how to say this without feeling weird about it. My husband and I were quite inactive for a while because of it. and we still are to a degree. Um, so I'm in my 8th month, and it still hurts. And I don't know what to say except for it's probably not going to be the same for you and for me. You know, it's not going to be the same after you give birth for a very long time. And the reason for that is because you pushed a human being out of you, you know? It's not, it's just normal, you know? Unless you had some kind of a very, like, easy birth, it's gonna be life-changing. And it was and it is. So that's the gist of it for the physical part. Now on to the mental part, okay? So when it comes to losing weight and gaining it, for that matter, it made me very subconscious, it made me second guess everything. It made me think that my husband didn't find me attractive anymore. It made me think that people were looking at me funny. It was very difficult for me to get back on that horse and be active again and do all the things that I needed to do, mainly because I felt really shitty all the time. And none of my clothes would fit me, and I would have nothing to wear, so I didn't want to go out anywhere. Yeah, it's been a ride, and the way I've managed to sort of get over that is by starting to go out more and more. Just go out with your kid, you know, just push that wheelchair on, and that's how I lost a little bit of weight, and I started eating okay. And then, you know, I started cleaning my room, I started, you know, doing more stuff around the house, and it really, really worked for me, you know. I got organized so much, and it's all tied together. Once you get through that stage of complete shittiness, you feel 1,000 times better, and you feel like you've accomplished so much because you actually did, you know. Right, so me and my little baby bonded straight away, pretty much. Because of the time we had in the hospital together, it was really easy for me to really get to know him, and he got to know me, and we understood each other right away. And because of that, I had no actual, you know, depression. But when it came to my motherly skills, I always felt like, you know, maybe I'm not doing this right, maybe I'm not doing that right. So I would constantly go online and Google all kinds of stuff because I thought, oh, you know, maybe he's sick, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, you know. So that was another thing and it took me a very long time to just understand that the most important thing is to just look at your kid and just, you know, he's happy, he looks happy, why, you know, I mean, I used to think that, this is silly, but it's something that it happened, so if he wouldn't poo for like 2 days, I would start panicking, and he was alright, you know, he wasn't that bad, but because I wanted to be, and it's that pressure to be the best mom in the world, and what I've learned so far is that you can't anyway, you can't be the perfect parent. So I'm not saying why try, I'm just saying don't put so much pressure on yourself, because you're not trying to impress anyone. You're just what you're doing is you're trying your best to keep your kid happy, fed, you know, changed. You know what I'm saying. Don't put pressure on yourself too much, because already people are putting pressure on you with all kinds of things, and you buy all these books, you read all these things, and it's amazing that they're out there. What I'm saying is, first and foremost, trust your gut. It's kind of difficult for me to talk about postpartum because, and I think anyone can agree with me on this, it all goes so quickly. Okay, my son is 8 months old, and I don't know where this time went. I don't know what I did for 8 months. I don't, and because there was this period of time where I was kind of like lost in my own brain, I feel like it went so fast because of that. And a lot of it was just me trying to figure out motherhood, like all of us. So, yeah, that was practically it for what I went through. It's not much, but it's my experience, and I'm now talking about all the parts in Baby Tales. And I do want to thank you all for hanging out with me. And I don't know, man, just being here, just listening to someone ramble about baby stuff. It's amazing to me that anyone would want to listen to me, but apparently there are a few of you, so thank you for that. And something else that I wanted to say is that in the future, because this is the last part of Baby Tales, I do want to enter the realm of makeup and crafty things. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Alright? See you next time. Bye.